welcome to my new DST, or Don't Starve in general, tutorial series. I'm K Amber, and I'm going to be showing you the basics of Don't Starve, slash Don't Starve Together, but it's basically the same thing. Just one has a multiplayer function. I suggest you get Don't Starve Together because currently it's half off, I think. Technically, because there's two copies. There's two copies and it's $15. So it's technically $7.50. So I'm going to have something with each of these guys. But I'm going to go with Wilson, because Wilson's my favorite. Now his default and his booties are just a little bit different. So I think I'm going to have him have the booties. I like them. I also like his gloves. Oh, awesome, a wormhole. So I'll be talking about that in the video, probably. So the first thing that you want to do is to look for sticks, grass, and food if you really need it, and flint. There's some flint. Flint's good. You'll also want to get some wood by the end of the night because wood is very important. So I'm just casually foraging here. Ah, that's a good rhyme, Wilson. So, in any case, food is not your top priority, definitely not. It's only one of several things that you might need as a thing. So yeah. Roads are really good. They help you with stuff, and you also want to collect gold. Gold is really good because it can help you make science. And science is one of the best things. So I'm going to stay relatively close to the florid postern. In Don't Starve Together, the florid postern is where you respawn from and everything. Well, not always, but most of the time. And it's also where where your friends come out of when they start playing. So you want to stay relatively close to the florid postern or something. Oh, gobbler. So, I like to build a pickaxe first, but people can build their axe first. I like the pickaxe because then you can get flint out of rocks instead of having to forage for it. I'm going to go in this general direction because it's got grass. There's a bunch of berry bushes here. So, yeah. So to make a science machine, you need that stuff. I'd recommend trying to get it. Now, food is not your top priority, but it is something that you kind of want, like a lot. So I'd suggest that you get the food. In any case, oh, here's some flint. I'm going to start building an axe because axes are also important. Pine, 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 chop, 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 chop. So big trees take 15% off of your axe. Medium-sized trees take 10, and small trees take, like that one, take 5. So this one will take 10 off, making it 75. And each tree gives one more log than the last tier. and it kind of has a life cycle. And one of the parts of the life cycle is one where you don't get any logs from it. So you want to be careful with that. So, surviving your first day is pretty easy, but not always. It really depends on where you land. I like chopping down trees, although it's definitely not the best thing to do. So, Wilson is definitely not one of the best characters to be, but he certainly is a pretty good one. Yeah. I really not need to find a place with rocks. I haven't found one yet. Hey, there's a road. So these roads usually go up to pig villages, and this is good because if you... Oh, the road just ends here. Okay, then it's probably on the other side. So, you generally want to stay near pig villages because sometimes there's a pig king in the pig village, and the pig king can provide you with gold and other resources. And pig villages are really good because they can also protect you from spiders and such. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your base. If you're just watching this because you're confused with my Let's Play, then great. You'll get to know a lot more about the game. So recently I've released a video that goes over some crockpots. I like crockpots a bit. They help. So I'm just following this pathway, honestly. If I find something interesting, I'll take it. Since I have a lot of inventory space. Ponds are useful, but they're not as useful as other resources. So you don't always want to be near ponds. Is that the eye bone? That's the eye bone. Okay, awesome. So if you get the eye bone, then Chester will follow you. And Chester is a really cool monster. See? Chester. He has 9 inventory spots, and he's really awesome, and he helps you a lot. Actually, I want to keep my logs, but I'll give him... I'm going to roast some of my berries. I'm going to say 6 for now, and see how that goes. I've maxed out on hunger, but my sanity could be better. And so, as long as you have this eye bone thing, Chester will follow you. And Chester is really helpful. So you want to keep the eye bone. Now, it's about daytime, so I'm going to start running again, and Chester will follow me. The pig village wasn't near. That's weird. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a pig village near here. Maybe that's something wrong then. Whatever. But I did see a couple of pig houses near that other thing in my Let's Play. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait for this to die out. Come on, die, 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 die. You know what, I'm not waiting for this. Now, toads aggroed me on my Let's Play. So, I don't know how I aggroed the toads. I'll have to find that out. But don't aggro the toads. Especially if you're near a swamp. That'll just totally mess you up. Oh, here's a rabbit hole. Rabbit holes are good. You want to be near a bunch, if possible. they can provide a steady source of food when you're doing things. So the florid postern is already over there. Dang it, I'm exploring a lot. This is only day 2. So there's a remarkable amount of rabbits around here. This would probably be a good place to set up a base. So, yes. Try and set up around rabbit holes. They're helpful. So, where the heck are the rocks? You need rocks to make a science machine, and the science machine is really good. Aha, a rock. Rock, 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 rock. I don't know how much a rock takes up, but considering that this is at that, I'd say about 18%. I mean, takes up to mine. Whenever you need to drop something, always drop your niter, because it's only useful for like explosions and backwards fires and stuff. It's not that useful. But I generally still pick it up, and I'd probably plant pine cones instead of dropping my niter. So, yeah. If you have pine cones, it would be better if you didn't drop your niter and instead planted the pine cones. You can turn them to ashes at least. I mean, of course, you can fuel your fire with them, but Let's see if I've been over there. Yeah, I have. Okay. So, this is generally just getting the lay of the land. Sometimes you'll find bad things. Ooh, so here's a pretty good thing. This is a chest biome right here. There was a bunch of marble things. I'm just generally mining it because marble can be pretty useful sometimes. So you can mine these statues all the way down. But the ones like this, that don't have like heads or anything, I don't think those can be mined. Oh, actually, I think you're supposed to mine those if you want to do something with them. So if you find any suspicious marbles, you can carry them over here and stick them on top of the marble things. And on a full moon, you can they turn into they turn into clockwork monsters or something. And if you attack them and stuff, you can get gears and stuff. So that's really interesting. So I think you're supposed to mine all of these guys, these 3 guys, to do that. And I don't know how to use those, so I'll have to look it up on the wiki. So that was a really interesting find. You can read up on it yourself or something, maybe. That would be cool. I'm attacking these spiders so they can give me silk, because silk is a pretty good resource. I'm attacking this thing. Boom. And now this thing is eradicated too. So it's almost nighttime. Well, sort of. This is dusk, by the way. It lowers your sanity a bit, but not as much as the night does. Oh yes, buffalo turds. Beefalo turds, I mean. So this is actually a pretty good place to be near, because there's a chest biome over there, there's beefalo, there's rabbit holes. This would be a pretty good place to set up base. Now, it's definitely not the best place, but it's great. So I think I'm going to set up a, why can't I build the sign? Right, I have to stick my hand in Chester. Boom. So I am going to put a fire pit here. So this will be like my beefalo camp, and maybe I'll have another one. So this was, so basically for your first couple of days, you want to gather materials. You don't have to have Chester. Chester's a really good thing to have, though. Actually, I'm going to roast these berries. You don't always want to roast things, because some vegetables and fruits, usually when roasted, they spoil faster, so not always the best thing to eat them. So Chester will follow you as long as you have the eye bone. You don't have to have the eye bone. This is day 3. I'm going to wander around for one more day. So let's see, there's a pathway over there that I haven't finished, so I'm going to follow that one. So, yeah. You should explore the land and everything. That's a good thing to do. Beefalo make turds. You need turds. Turds are really good. So get as much manure as you can, like seriously. Wilson isn't even ugly yet, and they're rearing their heads at him. Weird. I think that's probably just a thing that they're scripted to do. Not just because because he's ugly or something. Wilson can get pretty ugly sometimes. Oh yes, a touchstone. How do you touch the touchstone? And here's more beefalo. Okay, awesome. So this is a pig heads. These are cool. They can help you a lot. When your sanity gets low, sanity getting low, sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not, because nightmare fuel is a pretty good thing, and you can get nightmare fuel from fighting monsters that happen when you go insane. Going insane isn't always the best thing to do, but it can be a good thing to do sometimes. Here is another island. I'm pretty sure it's bridged or something. Here's some manure. So there's 2 pathways over here that I'm going to follow. This one burns out, so I'm going down this one, and this one burns out as well. So now I'm going to go over here. Pretty small pathway. So, day 3, it's halfway through the daytime, then there's dusk, and then there's night. Night will gradually increase and everything. I'm going to go this way. Here's another touchstone. But I can't touch the touchstone. Huh. Okay, that one died out, so I'm going on the other one. And it's always good to follow pathways like this, because they generally get you around faster. You see, Wilson walks faster like this, than like this. You see? So I don't generally eat until I think I need to eat. That's a general rule. So, oh yes, here's a pig village, like I'm talking about. So this is the Pig King. I'm going to give him... Can I give him the eye bone? No. Can I give him one of these? No. I'm gonna give him some berries. He doesn't like the berries. Okay. No. Nope. Neither. He doesn't want neither. Okay, so I think he likes relics and stuff, and he'll give you gold for that. And gold is a pretty good resource because science. Dead pathway. Wait, what's that thing over there? Cool, it's a Catcoon. I've heard of these things. Well, that's the end of the island over there. I think I went through a new island. That thing's weird. I'm gonna go away. So, here's another good place. I've already set up base over there, but it's good to set up like an outpost or something. That's good too. So, I suggest doing that sort of thing when you're, when you find a really good resource that can't be moved or anything. So, I need rocks for my science machine again, and I need them. So, I'm obviously not going to get to base, so I'm going to need a campfire, meaning I need to go back to the plains, which is that way. Okay, so I go this way, and there's going to be a tuft of grass somewhere. Boom. Is it close enough to base that I could feasibly make it? I don't know. I think no, not with this daylight. So I'm going down this way. Ooh, a spider. Yes, awesome. Aha, this is a rock place. This is awesome. So I need... Oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm dead. So, hopefully that showed you how to do it. Bye.